What is going on, everyone? So we are back for another video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about investing in Pokemon. So investing, hold and sealed collection, and what I think of it, and also some tips and tricks that I think. So basically this will be the top 5 sets I think you should pick up if you're holding a sealed collection. I personally am not, but if you are these kind of people who hold sealed collections, I cannot, because I crack everything because I can't help it. But what we'll do is we'll get straight in. Before I get started, this is not financial advice, so do not take it. This is my opinion and what I think will happen in the future. So this will be based on Sword and Shield, nothing else. So at number 5, I will pick Chilling Reign. As I said, on all of these 5 sets, I would personally recommend either going for booster boxes or the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs, because they come with 10 packs rather than 8. That is my personal opinion. Some people just kind of hold like single blisters and stuff like that. I'm collecting 1 pack of each set from Sword and Shield all the way back now, but that is kind of just a side project that I've got going on. It'll be a bit of fun for me, and also it's just kind of get them all, and then one day I'll probably just crack them all and go a bit nuts. And so yeah, Chilling Reign, top 5, that is sitting at my number 5. Why? Blaziken alternate art, Moltres alternate art. The prices are skyrocketing, they are high. Amazing artworks. I don't own the cards. I know a few people who do, and I'm massively jealous by that. Can't deny that. Generally, insane cards. And I will put pictures and the prices current via eBay recent solds, so they are accurate as can be to this date. And like I said, moving on, number 4 is one of my favourites to open, Fusion Strike. No trainer gallery spot on this set, but in the beauty of it, it has a Gengar alternate art, which is the baby for me, which is currently at Ace grade and being graded, which will be back in a few days as of this recording. But yeah, for that set, you'll be very surprised if you look at the prices on TCG Player. There is a lot of cards over the value of £15 right now. Obviously the Gengar alternate art being at the top, Mew alt art being also very high up. There is a lot of good cards in this set. So I will be cracking a booster box on the channel eventually when I can get my hands on one, and try and pull the Gengar alt art again, or even the Mew. Preferably I'd rather have the Gengar again, because then I could grade another one and I just have more and more Gengars going on. But yeah, so number 4, Fusion Strike. Again, prices and pictures of the specific cards I've mentioned at the top. And third, this is the newest set, Lost Origin. Lost Origin, from what I've seen and what I've read, obviously the trainer gallery is stacked. There is obviously the Charizard sitting in there. There is Pikachu's in there. There's a gold Pikachu in the set, which is basically Chonkachu from Vivid Voltage, but in black and gold now, so I'm going to take a guess it won't be as expensive as the Rainbow Pikachu, but I do believe it's going to be one of the bigger cards. And also there is a gold Mew, and I know a few Mew collectors myself, and they are going to be chasing that card. But again, from videos I've already seen, Lost Origin seems to be kind of doing bits, and people are kind of running it in that realm of being possibly up there with the top 2 sets of Sword and Shield, which I do not disagree with currently. I don't have any myself, but when release does come, I will be cracking some, and we'll see how we do on this channel. But I do think overall, I think obviously once the set fully comes out, the cards will be ridiculously priced. So do not invest in Lost Origin cards, in the first month of that set coming out. That is my opinion. You see these cards that go for stupid money. Mewtwo alternate art, Pokemon Go, prime example. I saw someone sell that for 150. Now I can buy it for 40 British pounds. So that says a lot on how the decline is after, say, a month of a set being out. So I would hold off holding and buying any single cards for Lost Origin. If you pull them, you do what you wish with them, get them graded, sell them, hold them. It is up to you, but personally, do not buy single cards of Lost Origin until the set has been out. Before we move on in this video and move on to the next stage, I want to know, have you liked the video? Have you commented on the video? Are you subscribed to the channel? Because there is 70% of you that aren't subscribed. So that is what we're aiming. Get the subs up, get the views up. Let's create a small, beautiful community that everyone is kind. And there will be a Discord channel, which I have made. It needs more work. We're going to get there, but check it out. Moving into number 2, I've put Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars is a set that literally was one of the ones that kind of got me back into this and really lit that fire. I haven't pulled the alternate art Charizard, but the 2 top cards in this set for me, Rainbow Charizard V-Star, alternate art Charizard. Again, prices and pictures up here. The cards are beautiful. I've pulled the Rainbow Zard before. The centering was way off, so I couldn't get it graded, which I was really good about, because I feel like if I had that in a 10, I would have just sat on it forever. Because obviously everyone loves Charizard. Even if I deny it, I can't deny it for that long. I do love the Pokemon, but for me, Blastoise is my guy, and everyone knows Gengar's my favorite Pokemon. And generally the Ghost type is mine. But yeah, Brilliant Stars again, Trainer Gallery spot. The Trainer Gallery coming to Pokemon TCG was massive, and it has changed the way, and I think it will change the way for the future as well of TCG in Pokemon. And then last but not least, it would be harsh not to mention it, because I always talk about it, and everyone on this channel knows how much I love it, even though it's caused me major pain in the past. Evolving Skies. It's hard to talk about, it just hurts. I mean, everyone knows if you look at this on TCG Player, there is, if you're looking at this in a financial perspective, there's over 50 cards that are probably over 35 to 40 British pounds, which is absolutely mental. On the basis that if you pull one of them out of a booster box, you're pretty much in the money, or you kind of broke even or not more. If you pull the Rayquaza or the Umbreon alternate art, you're literally laughing. I personally have not pulled any of these alternate art cards, hence the dismay of this set, but it is the number one set for me in Sword and Shield, and will be. And also for me, if you have a booster box of Evolving Skies or more than one, and you sit on it for years and years to come, it will become one of them sets that is very highly sought after. You know, now you're looking at Cosmic Eclipse. I saw one of the TCG stores that had them local, they were selling the box of that, a booster box for £650. Obviously, you can get Evolving Skies for about 120 to 130, depending if you go where, you know, you kind of look around. A lot of retailers sell it for like 140 now, but even if you bought it for 140, sat on it for 5 years, I'm 10 a bet you're going to be saying that's going to be a £600 booster box. So if you are in the long run and you're going to hold sealed and then obviously sell on in 5 to 10 years, I recommend Evolving Skies personally as my favourite. And I'm just going to finish on one final tip. So for me, in the current market of Pokemon, obviously the modern cards are crazy costly. As I said, Lost Origin will be crazy costly for the first month. So do your research and look into the old sets. That is some, obviously I collect Gengar cards, as everyone knows on this channel, but I have started pulling and trying to purchase single cards from different sets, such as Aquapolis, Skyridge, base set, Jungle Fossil, Rocket, etc. Research vintage cards, look into vintage cards, and at the end of this video I will go over some of my vintage cards, including obviously the Gengars that I've got here. Unfortunately, I think I've sent about 7 of them to ace grading, which are due out in a few days, so again that's going to be another video. But in this, it is a case of do your research. Do not risk spending too much money. Enjoy it, and like everyone says, enjoy the hobby. If you want to get rich off Pokemon, you're in the wrong scene, you look in the wrong place. There is people who have been generally lucky enough to do that, but in reality, when Pokemon originally came out in the 1990s, would you bought a base set booster box for what, £150 it was back then, I think, and sat on it for 25 years and then said, oh look, it's worth 20,000? No one would have ever done that back then. Now people know that, you know, if you sit on Evolving Skies, there is potential in 20 years it might be a ridiculously costly set. But again, can you sit on something like that for that long? Who knows? I personally couldn't. But like I say, I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoyed this type of video, leave a like, comment. Comment if you agree, disagree. I want to know your thoughts. What are your top 5 sets in Sword and Shield? Obviously, I will do a top 5 in vintage, which I think, as well as in sets that you might be able to pick up that are on Sword and Shield. Put your thoughts in the comments. Agree, disagree, your opinions. Let me know. Subscribe for more. And after this clip, you will see my vintage cards coming up. Peace. video, as I've shown my partial Gengar collection, which is still there. Also the few vintage cards, obviously a lot of them are Gengars. If you enjoyed the video, like I said at the start, leave a like, comment, subscribe.